Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to your daily update on Bitcoin. Again, quite a lot to talk about. Yesterday, we had quite a significant crash, which we had some big news yesterday, but that big news actually did not really cause this. The news was mostly economic, and if you take a look at the dollar strength index right now, it was showing some strength yesterday, but that already was the case as well. So that wasn't necessarily a new market situation, and then Bitcoin did react like it was a new market situation. So altogether, quite a lot of weakness right now for Bitcoin. Obviously, we also received some news that the SEC delays the ETF decision for most of, or I think all of them, for all of the Bitcoin ETF applications. So basically what that does, and we'll go into depth about that in this video, but basically what that does is it eliminates quite a lot of quite a big part of the bullish catalyst that Bitcoin and the market had, right, with those ETFs. And still today we have a little bit of potential with the unemployment rate being higher than expected and the non-farm payrolls being lower than expected, for example, which would cause the dollar strength index to drop down, which in theory would cause more bullish momentum from Bitcoin. But it's very much the question whether that's really going to happen, or whether that's going to happen, whether those results will be true, but that Bitcoin will not really react. It just depends a lot. I mean, there's potential. It depends a lot on the outcome of the events, obviously. It could also be bearish, and then with the weakness that Bitcoin is showing right now, I would say that will drop down. But it's the end of the week as well, so usually it's just very volatile and unpredictable. I'll tell you what I think from here, all right? But before we dive into that, I do want to bring to your attention that I have my own premium trading group as well, in which I share my own trades as signals, but you also gain access to an exclusive chat room full of traders, very valuable, and my trading guide to actually help you learn how to analyze and trade by yourself if you would want that. So if you're interested in that, check out the links down in the description or the pinned comments. But for now, let's get into Bitcoin. So what basically happened yesterday with this bearish momentum, which, by the way, I mean, moves like these are actually pretty common. You can see that's quite often if Bitcoin moves up, it like I said, quite often it moves down the same amount. Usually, I mean, I would say that most bullish moves and most bearish moves are actually equaled by the same amount of movement in the other direction. But for now, what that does is it brings Bitcoin back in its old situation in this consolidation between 26,250, now also supported by the 236 fib, and the support level around 25,700, reconfirmed by this spike down. So that's the situation, all right? I do think today we're going to get some volatility because it's the beginning of a new month, because it's Friday, but also because of the news. So the main thing to watch, I think, is the dollar strength index. If the dollar strength index becomes very, very bearish today after the news, so that would happen if the non-farm payrolls are lower than expected and the unemployment rate is higher than expected, then we might actually be able to see some momentum from Bitcoin. But like I said, it's hard to predict today. So the main thing to watch, I think, is the situation for Bitcoin. So what does Bitcoin do? Is it able to get some sort of a breakout? Like if Bitcoin is able to break above 26,300, we might actually see some recovery from this crash that we had yesterday, and we might be able to consolidate a little bit higher. I don't expect a lot of bullish momentum. Bitcoin looks very, very weak, and this news is definitely bad. Or if the results are in general just bad and bearish, then Bitcoin might also break down below 25,700. And then we'll see another crash down to this level right here between 24,700 and 25,000. So very unpredictable day, I would say. In general, I think this is what you need to know. The best thing to do is just to wait for confirmation. Maybe I'll still make a new video on most of these economic events and what they mean, but I'll still have to see that for a little bit. But for now, this is at least my take on Bitcoin for today, heading into the weekend. So if you do have any questions, let me know. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.